Well, I have to be in Jefferson City tonight, and I fly. I haven't checked the weather yet, so I don't know, whether I'm going to be able to fly or not. So I thought I'd turn this thing around and go, to one on Birch Tree, and from there to Thomasville and Alton. And by the time I get to Alton, I'll know, whether or not the weather's going to be permissible to fly.
You do this every year? Every election?
Yes, sir. Primary.
Always take a campaign or what?
No, I don't have an opponent this year. And it makes it a lot easier for me.
What kind of campaigning do those candidates have to do? What does it mean to campaign in this county? What do most politicians have to do?
Well, in the district race that I run, I have 5 counties. And 2 years ago, when I had 4 opponents, I drove 28,000 miles and knock on as many doors as you can and meet as many people as you can. And a county race is the same way. You can canvass Shannon County in probably 30 to 45 days, house to house. But in 5 counties, it's impossible, to hit every house. You hit all the towns and then as many houses as you can. But the only way you can campaign in a county like Shannon County is meet the people and knock on the doors. And this is the way that most of the candidates down here work. And on primary election day and on the day of the general election, without an opponent or with an opponent, I hit all the polling places, all the larger ones, in towns like Eminence, Winona, Birch Tree, Alton, Doniphan, Ellington, Van Buren, Elsinore, and Grandin. And that's what I'm doing today. I didn't have an opponent in the primary. I don't have one in the general, but I just have a habit of doing this every election day, and I like to do it. And I think people expect to see on election day, and this is the reason I do it.
Is it more important that people around here know the issues or know you?
The people in the 153rd Legislative District are probably the most informed people on the issues of any place in the state of Missouri. They actually care who they're voting for. They want to know the people they're voting for, and I think this is probably the reason that this legislative district always casts more votes in the primary and in the general than any legislative district in the state of Missouri. In the primary, the 28,760 some people that live in the 153rd district cast 6,514 votes, and the other 162 districts, the closest district to the 153rd district, which was in Buchanan County, in votes, cast 6,000 votes. And then it goes from there on down to 500-600 votes.
What are the issues they care about?
This part of Missouri is a conservative area. There's the right to work issue is going to be it's going to turn out a large vote in this election. I think probably it's going to run. It'll carry in some of my counties, and it'll be defeated in some of them.
What about Shannon?
Shannon County, I think probably right to work will run about 50-50 in this county.
What if you're a Republican over here?
Sir?
What if you're a Republican in Shannon County?
Stay at home. If you don't, in Shannon County, there's only been, I think, one Republican elected in the last 30 years in Shannon County that I can remember. And this whole area here is solid Democratic. We don't have too many Republican candidates in any of the 5 counties that I represent.
What's your voting record in the legislature? You were telling us about that coming back from the plane ride.
Well, I'm proud of my voting record. I vote the convictions of the district that I represent, of the people. This is the job that I was set up to Jeff City to do, and as long as I serve in the legislature, I'll vote for the people that I represent. And sometimes I vote against my feelings in order to do this, but I feel like a state representative is a person that represents the people in the district that he's from, and sometimes his feelings are mixed because of the way he has to vote. But I'm hired to do a job by the 5 counties that I represent, and this is what I intend to do. And sometimes if I have to vote against my conviction for the people that live in this area, I intend to continue to do that. It's because these people are my bosses. I work for them, and they expect me to vote the way that they would vote if they were sitting in the chair that I sit in, and this is the way that I intend to handle the job.
You told me, don't you, Chris? You were talking on the way back that your voting record was almost identical to the Republicans from the western part of the Ozarks. Can you explain that? This is such a Democratic county.
Like I said before, this is a very conservative area. If in the state capitol, in the chamber, no longer do you find real strong party guidelines that they used to go by there. It's you have liberals and you have conservatives, and if I voted totally with the majority party in the legislature, I would be classified as a liberal, and I can't be a liberal and represent the people in this part of the state. I have to be conservative, and I'm proud that I am conservative, because we have people that would like to give this state away, and I just can't vote that way. I can't vote with the majority party at times, and I think this whole area through the southern part of Missouri, whether it's the eastern part or the western part or the central part, we have all the members of the House that come from this part of the state are conservatives, and I'm a Democrat. I've always voted the Democrat ticket, and I'll continue to do so because the Democrat Party has been good to me. But when I vote for this area of the state, I have to vote conservative.
What do you think the issues are going to be in the next few years around here?
We're going to have, in the legislature this year, we're going to have the Equal Rights Amendment back. And we had it 2 years ago. It died in the Senate. I didn't have to vote on it in the House. But it'll be back this year. It's coming to the House this time. And I was opposed to the Equal Rights Amendment in my campaign in 1974. I was opposed to the Equal Rights Amendment in my campaign in 1976, and I'm going to be opposed to the Equal Rights Amendment this time. And I'll continue to be opposed to it as long as I hold office. We'll have an equalization of property taxes statewide. It'll be back again this year, I'm sure.
How will that affect Shannon County?
Our assessment now in Shannon County is probably between 16 to 17.5%. And if this bill passes, I can't see any way that it would do anything but double or maybe even triple property taxes in this county. And I helped defeat the bill last year in the legislature, and I'm going to be opposing it real strongly again this time.
What are the conflicts between urban Missouri and rural Missouri down here?
In what way?
Well, I mean, it seems to be that there's a division between the legislators and from the urban areas, and what the people in urban areas want and what the people in rural Ozarks want.
Well, there's a division in the problems that we have here and the problems that they have in St. Louis, Kansas City area. And in my thinking, we understand the problems of the metropolitan areas from this part of the state more than the metropolitan area people understand the problems that we have here. And when they have an issue that comes up that affects St. Louis, Kansas City area, then I usually vote with the metropolitan members of the House of Representatives. Sometimes we can't talk those people into the notion of helping us in rural Missouri. And this sometimes causes some confusion and some heat. And but really, most of the fellows, most of the members are they're level-headed enough, you know, that they understand that that we need help here in a lot of areas, and they go along with us, and we do the same for them when we think, you know, it's feasible to do it.
Get a slate there. You got it.